Inspired Conversations, number 22. Do we all have a purpose?
I think there's a moment in our life when we start to question where our life is at, what it's all about, and is there something more for us? And I think it's in that moment that's when our purpose or something really meaningful in our life wants to come through us. And that's the moment of opening.
Beautifully said. I think it's when you've been through enough life experience, and I don't think purpose is, and it's not any one purpose. It's a multiple combination or a multitude and a combination of lots of different experiences that we've had all through our life. But then you get this feeling inside where things are coming into an alignment and you're starting to see why some of those things happened in your life. And you start questioning, will my life be different? Or is my life always going to be the same struggle? Am I always going to be doing the same things? But then you start, and it's when you start questioning that things start to shift. Your awareness starts to shift. Instead of just living your life from how you perceive it, you start to take a step back and you observe your life, how you're living it.
Yeah.
And it's when you're the observer of yourself, when you can observe yourself living life, that's when you can start to come from a place of power and empowerment.
Well, that's where you can go, that's not working for me. I need to change that. That's not working for me. Maybe I need to work on that. Or you because you're observing yourself and you're seeing that things are not working for you, or you want to be able to do certain things, but there's a belief saying you can't do it. It's when you can go, well, I need to work on that because I need to achieve that. That's my goal. That's what I really want to do. And in order to get there, this is one step to make a difference. So it's being the observer. It's being the observer and noticing the limitations that you put on yourself in order to clear them, to get out of the way so you can actually go and live your purpose. Because I loved that statement that was made by, was it Paul Shealy or
Jack Canfield?
Yeah, where he was saying that the universe is freely wanting to give you and is, what was the words? It's they want you to succeed. The universe wants you to succeed. It's, if you're open and the universe allows it all to come through, it will be a beautiful journey. The thing is, what we do is we have all of these limitations that we put on ourselves that get in the way. So it's clearing all of that stuff, all of the beliefs, all of the doubt, all of that stuff.
But I think in the beginning stages, it comes back to we actually need to put effort into not limiting ourselves.
Yeah.
We need to stop doubting. We need to stop feeling as though we're not worth it.
Well, the effort then is being the observer and seeing what we're doing that is limiting us, and the effort is in changing that. How do I change that then? I can see that I'm limiting myself. How do I change? That's the effort. That's the continuous effort you're going to have to do if you want to achieve, and continue to grow and learn. That's where the effort is.
And those are powerful questions. You asking yourself, what do I need to do to change this? What beliefs do I need to have in order to become that? How do I, start to live more in alignment with the things that I'm feeling I should be doing, or the things that I want to be doing, or the things that bring me such, great joy and beautiful, strong feelings from within. That's when we know we're connecting with our purpose. When we're in a state of happiness, when we're it's the things that really, bring us those joyous feelings, deep joyous feelings from within, that we know that we are doing what we're supposed to be doing. Wherever there's, struggle and hardship, It's just the universe's way of realigning us, going, hey, that's difficult. This is not for you. Or
if that's difficult, how about seeing it through a different lens? Get a different perspective, step back, be the observer, see what is actually going on, and
acceptance and learning from that. And then it actually becomes easy.
Yeah, and then you've learned something from that. It brings you back on alignment. It's just really all it is changing your perception of all the conditioning and stuff that we have on us to see things in a different way, experience things in a different way. A much more easy, beautiful way, instead of, the heavy old school patterns that we've been brought into the world with.
And it's allowing that intuition to come through. It's allowing, it's being a vessel for the universe, opening up, receiving the messages from the universe. And those messages come in many different forms. And I think a difficult thing for anybody who's not really, thinking like this, or if you haven't read any books on it, or you haven't really delved into it in any way, it sounds like a foreign concept. What do you mean is a universal consciousness out there? It's, you're looking at quantum physics where everything's energy, and it's not really something that you can easily explain to somebody or even try and prove in a short 5-minute conversation. But there was something I remember from one of the Qigong instructors that we listened to a talk on, and I loved how he spoke about energy. And it's whether you believe that everything's energy or whether you believe that it is not, it still is. And I love that same statement applies to universal consciousness, whether you call it God or Buddha or everything that is, the oneness, or universal consciousness. Whether you believe there is universal consciousness or whether you believe there isn't, it still is.
But the place to start, really, in order to continue on this path, is you have to have a relationship with yourself, in the sense that you have to be able to have a conversation with yourself all the time, on a regular basis, to get your answers. I think that's key in starting. You've got to have that deeper communication with yourself and have that as the beginning of the process.